It's 55 and 5 time right here on 55and5.com. Ad-free shows. Ian, Cary, our producer, AJ from Bisson Creative and Web Design. Cary, we had one you knew yesterday, one you saw.
Mike Padusis,
which I had no idea how to pronounce, so thank you.
Well, that was a good one. Hope you have another good one for you. This is number 54, which adds up to a 9. What used to be my beloved Kat Farina's number on it, still is. If we ever get back to a craps table.
Oh, I think spring will come again. I think we'll be at the craps table soon. But
Nina for Farina. Here we go.
Nina for Farina. This is card number 114. So again, one of those high numbers in the set. And just like baseball, this set has a habit of dumping. Ken Colley was 119. We're still looking for you, Ken. We did Ed Gardenia, who was number 121, who only had a little bit of information. This guy has a fun backstory, and he might have been a fun addition at the end of the set. Your hint is he's from Australia, but his nickname is Irish Jack. So I'm going to show the crowd this. If this is your first time watching, Cary and I will discuss this man for 5 minutes. It is one of the cards in the 1955 Parkhurst set. Cary, I present to you Irish Jack, Franco Hurley. His name's not even Jack.
Well, I've got 5 minutes and I need 5 seconds.
Okay.
Frank Hurley.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hell of a name. Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm jumping in the safety net.
All right, we have the safety net here. In. Yeah. One of the most interesting men I think we'll talk about. And I want to give credit to, there's a great Australian wrestling website that I pulled this information from. And there was an Australian explorer named Frank Hurley that didn't discover Antarctica, but he spent 4 months there once.
Why would you do that?
Well, he was conducting scientific experiments, and or 4 years, excuse me. This is not that Frank Hurley, but he was a war hero. This particular Frank Hurley. He was captured in World War II by the Germans. He was released in 1945. And instead of going directly back to Australia, he stayed in England and France and became a pro wrestler.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And so he returns to Australia in 46. He goes to Australia, and then wrestling's booming in America. So he comes to America. If you're coming to America, what territory do you go to if you're Frank Hurley and you want to make your mark?
Boston or New York?
How about Utah? He goes to Utah. And then he goes to Alberta, which is a little more hot than the original big time wrestling. And then he goes to NWA Upstate, which probably is the reason that he is featured in the set. That seems to be where they culled the names from. And he does go to LA. He becomes an LA regular.
So, excuse me, when was his Utah debut?
Yeah, in 1950.
I just the man survived being captured by, being a war prisoner.
For at least a year.
Survives that.
Yeah.
Makes it to the U.S.
Yeah.
Whether he had family or who knows what the circumstances were. And then suddenly he goes into pro wrestling in Utah.
Well, yeah, he from what the research indicates, England and France, he kind of learns wrestling, or maybe while he was in the service. He definitely wrestles in England and France. But yeah, just shows up in Utah and has a couple of matches. And he goes north to Alberta, goes east to upstate, and then goes to LA, becomes an LA regular right at the end of the TV boom in 55. And but his biggest claims to fame actually come in the UK. He becomes a big time UK star, or at least notable, at least
what
like a mid-level. 60 to 69.
I'll have to check with Luke Williams and Kevin, but Luke and some of our other people that have helped us out. Pat LaFard and Greg Oliver has been good, and Matt Farmer is very good, and Tim Hornbecker. Someone's going to call me out. Call me a dunce.
Yeah, me too. If anything here is slightly off, let us know for sure.
Or if the guy had more of a prominent career that we're not bringing up, we want to know about it.
Yeah, he seems to be at least a mid-level guy for most of the 60s, 60 to 69. Does a big television rating against Peter Maivia.
There you go.
And in the 60s in the UK. So
in the UK.
Yeah. So he's becomes a bit of a star toward the end of his career. Interestingly, his last known bout was in the mid 1980s. It was in a battle royal. And there's something special about that. Andre the Giant was on loan on tour in Australia, and Frank Hurley was in that bout.
So it's pretty cool. The guy's well traveled.
Yeah. He went all around the world, wrestled quite a bit everywhere, and made the set, perfect timing. And one of his first results is against Al Costello. One of his last results is against Andre the Giant. So
very cool.
Yeah, that's not something a lot of people can say, that their career spans.
They made his card so nice.
They did. That's a very distinguished photo. He's
right.
Nice,
and
muscular.
I like the way they show the aisle way.
Right.
The way it's lit up with the
concourse lights beaming in. Yeah.
Very cool. No, that's very interesting. Good one, Ian.
Yeah, thank you. It's a 6-decade career, which is pretty impressive.
That's amazing.
Right. So there you have it. Irish Jack, Franco Hurley. I couldn't find out why his nickname's Irish Jack. If anybody knows that, please let us know. Because of all the countries he's been to, Ireland does not appear in the in the basic 30 minutes of research I did to prepare for this.
Well, Chief J Strongbow didn't come from Pulaski either.
There you go. But this is a fun one. Cary, tomorrow we're going to end the week, talk about 30s. We're going to talk about somebody who started their career with Jack Curley Promotions.
Okay.
In Madison Square Garden, 1933. So, Cary, I know you know a lot about the Garden. We're going to put that to the test tomorrow, as we do every weekday here on 55 and 5. So, Cary, get ready for that one. And we hope you're ready too. And we hope you join us 8 p.m. every weeknight until we get through all 121 cards. For AJ, Cary, I'm Ian. Thanks for watching.